someone is there to correct the things, so that is known as a supervised approach. And then there is a unsupervised approach, like there is no one to guide you through the all these aspects. Okay, so in machine learning, unsupervised learning is used for finding the hidden structure from the unlabeled data set. So that means you don't have a label to the data set, and the data sets are not labeled, so there will not be any error while evaluating for the potential solution. So this includes several algorithms. Some of them are clustering, then ANN, that is artificial neural networks, and vector concatenation. Okay, so there are other algorithms also, but we are going to see these things only. Okay, so let's start with the first, that is clustering. So it is the task of grouping a set of objects in such a way that similar objects with similar characteristics are grouped in the same category. So as you can see from the definition itself, that clustering means you are going to group them. Okay, and how on what basis you are going to group them? On the basis of certain characteristics. Okay, so certain characteristics are matching, and that is why these all objects are getting grouped together. Okay, so but other objects are grouped in other category. Why? Because they are matching certain characteristics, so that is why they are getting grouped into another category. Okay, so in clustering, the input data set are not labeled. Okay, so the foremost requirement is that they are not labeled. So as they are not labeled, there is no one to guide through the journey of taking the decision. Because ultimately machine learning का मतलब क्या है कि when we are trying to have such a intelligent program wherein in uh, in spite of you are not coding explicitly, certain piece of decisions are taken automatically. Okay, so that is the beauty of this machine learning algorithm. So when I say that some approach is unsupervised approach, it means now there is nothing to guide the journey of appearing till the certain decision. Okay, so that is, but the other objects are grouped together. So in clustering, the input data sets are not labeled, and they need to be labeled based on similarity of their certain characteristics. So certain characteristics agar match hai, so then we are saying that they are getting grouped together. Okay, so the classification technique perform the same procedure to map the data to a category with the help of certain input training data set. The corresponding procedure is known as clustering and involves grouping data into categories based on the measures of the inherent similarity. So for example, if you have certain data, then we can categorize on their similarity, like in the following diagram you can see this is a unlabeled data, and once you label, then you can categorize them into C1, C2, C3 based on certain characteristics which are matching with each other. Okay, so this is how the clustering works. So you have all the data which is scattered together, and then out of that scattered data you are trying to group the similar object because they are satisfying certain similar characteristics. So as you can see, this dot object is outside all the three circles because this particular object doesn't match any characteristics from C1, C2 or C3. So that is the concept of clustering. Okay, so you are trying to have group of objects which are having similar categories or similar matching labels. Okay, so that is it. That is your clustering. So there are several clustering techniques. So like there is a k-means, k-medoids, hierarchical or density based clustering. So there are a number of algorithms which are available, and among them k-means is widely used for the data science purpose to have clustering. And this algorithm asks a number of clusters to be the input parameter from the user side. So for what these can be used? So these can be used for market segmentation. So again, the meaning of segmentation is that you are going to segregate the thing, that is segmentation. Then social network analysis, like for example, if you want to do the sentiment analysis, से अगर आपके पास बहुत सारे एक पर्टिकुलर पोस्ट के लिए व्यूज आए हैं या कमेंट्स आए हैं, एंड इफ यू वांट टू क्लस्टर देम, that certain comments are positive, certain comments are negative, so that can be done over here. Then social network analysis, organizing the networks, and astronomical data analysis can be done with the help of these k-means or unsupervised machine learning algorithm. So the recommendation algorithm. So it is the machine learning algorithm to predict what new items a user would like to purchase based on what items he has purchased previously. Okay, so these are basically used by the your e-commerce websites like say Amazon or Flipkart. So these are collecting the data from what kind of purchases you are making, or what kind of products you are interested in, what kind of products you are browsing, and based on that they are going to predict what would be the next item that could be brought. So one interesting case study that I want to reveal over here is that before the particular pandemic hit India, Amazon was one of the place who was the Amazon was knowing that something, this kind of thing is going to happen, and based on that, what all they have done is that they have dumped all the their fulfillment centers, like Amazon fulfillment centers. They are spread over all over India, and these fulfillment centers were all having the mask ready when it was about to pandemic was about to hit India. So it was like December or January. In the month of December or January 2019, the Amazon fulfillment center were having all the mask, all the hand sanitizer ready with them based on the recommendations that they have gathered from all over the world. So that is the beauty of this kind of system. Okay, so it recommend, and it guides to the e-commerce website that these kind of things are going to happen in near future. Okay, so that is it. So there are two different type of recommendation based user based recommendation. So in this the customer similar to the current customer are determined based on their user similarity, or based on their buying history, or based on their economical behavior. They are predicting that certain group of people will have the similar kind of interest. Okay, so these kind of recommendations can be done, that is user based recommendation. So here you can see that these two users are similar, and these have used this. So this kind of recommendation is done to James. Okay, Then atom based recommendations, so similar type of atom, if certain group of people are using similar type of gadgets, then it is atom based recommendation. Okay, so as you can see over here, so if say for example Vaibhav reads this type of books, then this is one of the book which can be recommended to Vaibhav. It is based on certain type of matching criteria.